Good day, tubes. How she hanging? Pretty good here and stuff. Frickin' wicked hot today though for September 6th. No, it's supposed to be a lot cooler than it is, so that kind of sucks. But anyways, that's all we can do about that. It's supposed to be actually hot again tomorrow too, and Thursday. So they're saying. I don't know if I'm getting any wind noise here or not. Might be. It's kind of windy, which is nice. The wind's picked up a little bit, which is probably rain coming in for tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow and the next day, and then be like 42 degrees or something stupid. But anyways, kids' first day back to school. I guess that's all been good. I'm just kind of waiting for them up at the house here. Waiting for them up at the house. And seeing how their day went and stuff, and then Dill and I guess we're gonna go up to frickin' wind. Wind's nice, but it's not too good on the microphone, on the camera thing here, on the phone thing here. But anyways, yeah, we're going to head up to John Deere, I think, after he gets home, and grab those vents, the little vent dewies for the weed whacker there. I got a couple extra order too. I might even order maybe a couple extra carb kits while I'm there. I did actually rebuild that carburetor. I took all the needle and stuff out and all that apparatus there, and I put all that new stuff in out of that kit for the 130R stihl weed whacker. So yeah, it's all redone. New gaskets on both the sides, and not that it really needed it, but I thought, oh, you know what, I got her here, I might as well do it. Might as well do her. So all new gaskets, all new diaphragm pump thingy. The other side, on the primer side's all redone. I didn't put a primer bulb on it. It seemed like it was okay still. So yeah, but we're gonna go up and get that vent, and hopefully that will keep it from leaking. Now I'm not 100% sure if it was actually the vent leaking, or maybe the needle wasn't seated into the seat right inside the carburetor. And with the new one, maybe it'll change it and it'll be good. But I think we got her beat anyway. So when we get back, we'll set up the vent thing there, a little air vent for the fuel tank. We'll snap a new one in. Maybe we'll put the vacuum pump on again, see if it leaks, and go from there. Somewhere here there's escaped chickens in the bush. What are you doing? What are you finding in here? You never know in here. This is the mystical forest. Mystical forest. What are you finding? Oh, really? What's your friend Whitey finding? She's not even coming out. I don't care. I found good stuff. They came running, right? Running.
You can't get them out of there.
They're eating the snail shells. You guys are weird. Just loving the snail shells.
Calcium.
You could, okay, well, whatever. It's crunching them, eating them. Oh man, that'd be hard on the things, wouldn't they? They're all sharp. Where you going? Oh well. Scratch open. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's interested in an air conditioning update. Still working pretty good. Oh, that made me sick. Still working good. It feels like it's pulling a lot of heat out. It's pretty warm coming out of the top there, so that's good. It's nice and icy cold inside, of course, which is where we're wanting it. So it's working pretty good. Still not crazy on this though. I'm gonna have to probably fix this, tape it up or something. It's kind of tore it on us there, and yeah, could have done a little bit better install job, I think. But anyways, that's the warm return line. That's the cold going back out after the compressor there. So she's good and cold though, I'll say. But maybe I'll just get some tape or something, or We've used electrical tape, it looks like here. Maybe I'll just tape up the whole bloody thing. I guess you're not supposed to tape the hot line though. I guess that might sort of maybe flex out of the way, but I can tape the crap out of her or something. Keep that from sweating there, because he's kind of tore that. And yeah, I don't know, they were just freaking gotta get her done, get out here. It seemed anyways. So, but yeah, it's working good. Freaking froze me at lunchtime when I went in. It was super awesome. I loved it. And now I'm back out in this crappy heat. So anyways, just waiting for them to come home, and sitting here in the shade and Slingshot, just waiting to go and stuff. He wanted to go up with me. Dylan wanted to go up with me only if I took a Slingshot. He doesn't like going on any kind of drives really too far. He always gets like anxious about it. I don't know why he gets all anxious about it. And he's like, well, how far is it? I'm like, well, I don't know, we gotta get there first. And you know, but anyways, he's always been a little bit anxious and stuff, but he's like, it'll be alright if we go in the Slingshot. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure it will be. Of course it will be. But anyways, yeah, so just waiting, and we'll go up and grab those. And I didn't really think about it the other day, but I should have probably ordered, you know, a couple more carb kits for the 130, and maybe one or two for the FS90R. Yeah, my other 4 mix. I don't know if they're the same carb on it, but I'll maybe get him to look it up for me when I get up there. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if they're the same carb kit or not. I wouldn't kind of doubt if it's the same carb, but oh, they're probably something different with it, and it makes it different, you know. So but you know, they're kind of good to have. I'm kind of started a little still box, you know, like for parts and stuff, filters and stuff. I put in my filing cabinet thingy outside there. Actually, that was a card catalog for a library from a way back. You younger generation probably wouldn't know that, because you just type it in and that's the whatever you're gonna find in the library, right? They used to have things with all these little cards imprinted with, you know, Count de Monte Cristo or whatever the book was you're looking up, you know. It was, you know, and it tells you what kind it was and who's the author and then where it is in the library, and then you'd go and look it up. So that's what this thing was. But the computer replaced that stuff way faster and more easier to input stuff, and then those things were obsolete. So I managed to get one. I can't remember exactly where from now. And I used it for all my nuts and bolts and stuff. Worked out pretty good. Worked good for me. So yeah. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. And coming back, are you, Chuck? Come on, Chuck. She's sitting over there. Come on, Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. So I started that little still box there, so I'll probably maybe get a couple of spare carb kits, and I don't have to go up and get onesie twosies. I just order like 3 of them or something, put them in stock, you know, because those are the 2 machines I'm pretty kind of much using the most. And it almost kind of seems now with this frickin' gas we got now with the ethanol and crap in it that you have to pretty much rebuild a carb every year, once a year at least, because it seems to deteriorate the rubbers and stuff in them because of the ethanol. It seems to be really hard on the rubbers and all that, whatever that material is that the diaphragm things are made of. It's not like really a rubber, but it's like a, I don't even know, but it seems to harden them and sort of like not dry them out, but harden them so they're not quite as maneuverable as they used to be. So but I did notice that the new one compared to the old one had another little ridge in it. So I'm like, oh well, the old one doesn't have that ridge anymore. So I'm like, well, that kind of makes sense. That kind of makes sense. So maybe it'll even run even better now. I don't know, but it didn't, like I say, it didn't seem like it was running bad before. Yeah, like I say, you know, the ethanol crap stuff they put in gas now, which is made from corn. I do believe they do it from corn. Seems to be a lot harder on fuel systems. Not so much metal, of course not metal, but anything plasticky or rubbery that's comes in contact with the fuel, seals and stuff on fuel tanks and stuff, it'll start leaking. Seems pretty crappy, so nothing we can do about it. I guess you could put additives into your gas to try to prevent that. And you know, I know somebody's gonna say, oh, use that, what the heck's it called? Stuff you put in your tank to preserve your fuel and stuff. I don't know how well that will work with the ethanol stuff. You know, it's probably still going to dry it out because ethanol is ethanol, and it's just going to dry it out or harden the rubbers, I guess we'll say. But yeah, so yeah, but we'll go up and grab those things. I'll show you those when we get home, and then we'll try to snap one onto place and put the carburetor and everything hopefully all back together, and I can get that thing finished because I need to get it off my bench. Yeah, so not too much else happening since the other day. Had a fairly good long weekend. It was kind of nice. We didn't do, let me think now, we went, didn't do too much Saturday. We went up country there Saturday afternoonish and had dinner. Nice place way up there. And then we went to the races, the racetrack, Varney Speedway, which is called Full Throttle Motor Speedway now, which I still call it Varney Speedway because it's in Varney, Ontario. It's just easier for me. And yeah, then we went to watch the races. It was good racing. Didn't really film any of that. I just enjoyed her. And came home. It was kind of late. Came home, fell asleep pretty quick. I was pretty tired. And Sunday we didn't do a whole lot. We went out to the Orangeville Fall Fair they have out here, which was kind of total crap again. Fair's just horrible now. Out here, so boring. So boring. But anyways, whatever. I used to, another whole long story here, I used to be a part of the Antique Power Club up there, and one year that we were going out to, I'd been out there all day showing my stuff, you know, engines and stuff, grinding corn and stuff, and I went home, grabbed a bite to eat, and then it was demolition night, so they wanted people walking around, you know, just to keep an eye on our displays and stuff while the people are coming out, right? So I get, they're just letting people in for the demolition, so I'm arriving there, and the guy thought that I was going to the demolition too. I'm like, no dude, I'm coming to watch this equipment here for the Antique Power Club. Oh no, you're not, you're just trying to sneak in here. I'm like, dude, really? Oh, he pissed me off? And that guy was like the fair president of the fair board thingy. I'm like, really? That's the last freaking time you'll ever see my equipment here or anything. I'm not doing that with people that are like that, you know. So I'm like, I gave you guys a pretty darn good show all day, and you treat me like that when I come back. So I'm like, frig you. Now you're doing that again. So I've never been to it since, you know. We just went to it this year just to see what was going on, and it was holy crap. Not very good. So, but we went just to watch the Demolition Derby actually this year, and it was actually pretty good. As you've seen a bit of footage the other night from it, it was pretty good. It's not a whole lot of the big 8-cylinder stuff left anymore. The big derby heavy cars, you know, like the old Caprice Classics and stuff, they're pretty much compressed down into little Hondas, you know, and stuff. So there's lots of them things, you know. That's all you see now is these SUV crossovers and the small little cars like my wife's over there, you know, little 4-cylinders. And then they had actually the one I filmed was a 6-cylinder race, I think. And so that would have been more like the Buick, like our Buick Allure we had here, or LaCrosse, whatever. I think it was actually LaCrosse, but anyways. Yeah, so that was a pretty good night. And then Monday was the holiday day, and we kind of really didn't much do anything. We went and looked at like a trailer park where we might want to maybe park our big trailer way over there for maybe next summer, and to just go there for weekends and stuff. But I'm I guess extraordinarily too picky with, you know, trailer parks. They just seem so freaking close together. It's like, really, I don't want to look out my window and see the guy next door to me getting dressed. Like, holy freaking crap. Like, I'd like to have some tree lines and a bit of privacy, you know, and it just, no, that one was just like trailer, maybe 10 feet, and then 10 feet in a trailer, and like no room at all, you know. I want to kind of be out in the middle of nowhere where nobody's going to even really see you. You know, if you wanted to, you could pee out your window, or I mean out your door if you wanted to, you know. I don't do that because we have a toilet in there, but you could, right? If you wanted to. But no, if you parked in a big trailer park like that, it's like, you know, you only got 20-foot lots wide, and that's it. I think they're more like 15-foot lots. It was kind of stupid. Like, basically, some people have like their trailer to one side, and they have like, you know, maybe an 8 or 10-foot deck, and then they have a little walk down way, and then that's the neighbors right there. It's like, wow, that's tiny. And for $2,300 a year seasonal, I'm like, that's kind of stupid, because you're like, I'm not there now. It's only on weekends, so you charge that kind of much money, and it's just basically to store buddy's trailer there. I'd be running the freaking air conditioner the whole time I'm there. Holy crap, just stupid. So I don't know, I just can't see that. So I got some other parks to look at. That's, I think, the 5th one, maybe crossed off the list of parks that are near us here, because I gotta have something that's fairly close. So, you know, I could go out on a Friday night, come back, say on a Saturday, do my funeral or whatever I have to do, and then go back Saturday night, and then, you know, blah blah blah. I can't have something that's, you know, an hour and a half away. It just doesn't make sense to drive that far to come here. I might as well just stay home. So yeah, but what I really want to do is get like a 20-30 acre parcel of land somewhere, make it nice, and make, you know, maybe 10 different plots that have lots of room, that you can back a trailer and have sewage go to, power and water. Okay, basically a trailer park, but do it the way I want to do it. You know, not like no space at all between them and no nothing. I want, you know, a bit of room. So, you know, if we want to park it up at our place there, and then go up for the weekend or whatever, not too far away maybe. People want to come up, they could back their trailer and hook up to all the dewies. No charges. I won't charge you like 68 bucks a night like some places do around here. Free. All you have to do is show up and be friendly. And maybe bring your own food. That would probably be good. But yeah, that's sort of what I'd like to do. But bloody land around here is so freaking expensive now. Holy cow, they just screw you on it. So it's like, how the heck do you do that? Plus you'd have to run hydro in. I think if you ran maybe one of these big lines in, that would probably be enough, because the guy told me when they fixed the lineup, the breaker thing here, there's 7,500 volts going through there. Now, he didn't tell me how many amps, but 7,500 volts, that's quite a bit. Holy cow. That would run you 750, 100 watt light bulbs if you needed to. So I'm pretty sure that would run like 6 or 8 trailers anyways, you know, kind of thing. 30 amps a piece maximum. Some trailers might be 50 amp, but everybody I know has a 30. So maybe you need 2 lines. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. I got an electrician buddy that would tell me that, figure that out for me. But yeah, but the thing is, I'd want to get a piece of land so freaking far from here that it would be an hour's drive away, and that would be stupid. So because once you're up there, you might as well just stay up there, right? Or if you might as well just stay down here. There's no point in driving back and forth if it's over an hour drive. Hour might be all right, but any more than that, no, you're too far away. So, which would kind of suck, because then, you know, I'd only get like one night and a day up there basically if I went up Saturday night after my funeral, stayed Sunday, and then come home Sunday afternoon. Like, it's totally stupid. But I think weekends should be 3 days. I think next calendar year they should implement in you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, free day, Monday. Sounds good to me. Free day, so 3 day weekend. See, 1, 2, free day weekend. Saturday, Sunday, free day, Monday, free day. Sounds good to me. 1, 2, free. If you understand what I mean. 3 day weekend, free. 1, 2, free. But anyways, yeah, because you just barely get up to somewhere, and then, oh frig, I'll turn around and go home now. It's like, well, what the crap's the point? You know, like, so stupid. But like, no, this was a free day weekend this weekend, because it was a long weekend, so Monday was the holiday, but you would still get your free day in there. So if it was a long weekend, it would be Saturday, Sunday, free day, Monday was the holiday, and then back Tuesday. So it'd actually be a 4 day weekend. That'd be pretty sweet. I could deal with that. Every day should be a free day, but it's not. So anyways, they should be, I think, home soon, and we're gonna head up, grab those dewies and air vents, and we'll bring them home, and I'll plug one on and fire it up, get her all back together, fire it up, let her run for a bit, and then see if she pours out the freaking carburetor again. Better freaking not. Holy freaking crap, it freaking does. I don't know what the freaking wrong with it. Just freaking throw it in the freaking garbage, because I don't freaking care. And anyways, freaking thing. But yeah, he'll be home soon, and we'll head her up, and maybe something up there will be interesting. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, well, we made her home. I just pretty much ran myself out of time. I keep forgetting how long it takes to get up there and get back. But anyways, I got a couple of spare spark plugs. These are, of course, all different. These are for the KM130Rs, NGK. And for the 90, FS90R is a Bosch. So I'm like, well, in there, I might as well get a couple plugs. He got me the new Deweys. Now, I guess he said he had one in stock, so that must have been the one he had in stock. And then they've changed them apparently. These are the ones he got in for me. Little different. Probably everything inside's the same, but yeah, anyway, so I don't have time now to put her together. I gotta get rocking, I gotta get out of here and stuff. So, but anyways, we'll add some of that stuff to our still box. And I think I'm gonna order a couple more carb kits as well, just to keep them in stock too, so when I need them, they're there. I don't have to order them and stuff, right? So, yeah, NGK. Ooh. No, this is the 130 NGK. Right. So that one. Probably just a different heat range or something. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, there we go. All right. So yes, that is all for today. I'm gonna head her home. It's been a hot frickin' day. But tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so we might do indoor projects tomorrow. One being probably changing the oil in this thing. Oh, that stupid rubber keeps coming out. Might have to glue the rubber on. Keeps vibrations off, I guess. Come on. There. Yeah, so the oil's probably pretty thick and blackish, so we'll probably maybe do that tomorrow. I got a couple of filters already. Check the air filter, it's probably pretty dirty. I think everything else probably should be fine. It might need a little bit of antifreeze. Is it alright there? Full and low. Probably could use a little bit. I guess when they fill these things from factory, they're going to be little air bubbles and pockets and stuff. Eventually it gets worked out, and then you need to top her up a little bit. I'm pretty sure I got some there. It'd be nice to just give her a nice wash too, but maybe just with the air gun. And that filter will need probably cleaning. I don't have a replacement, so we'll just blow her out, I guess. I think everything else should be fine. Yeah, the rad's right full there, so that's good. But I wanted to do an oil change at 50 hours, and now we're at 53. I don't know. I kind of think that these things click on kind of more than you've actually put. I don't think I've got 50 hours on this thing already. I don't think that's even possible. Maybe 30, but I think they click on extra hours. So maybe it's a scam. It clicks on extra hours. Oh geez, I've got 2,600 hours on this thing. Maybe I should trade her in and get a new one, right? People get thinking, oh, I got a lot of hours on it. Maybe I should do it when there's really only like 1,500 hours on it. I don't know. I've always wondered that, if they're kind of scamming you a little bit, maybe with the hour meters or something. But I guess I put that down for now here. Hang on, I gotta reach the Dewey. But have you ever wondered that? It's like, how can I already have 50 hours on this thing? That doesn't seem right. But I know even this thing. So that's on there now. That thing will start clicking. Where there, just hear it? Okay, I've shut it off before. You think it would stop, but I've heard a click like 5 minutes later. It's like, what? It's been off for 5 minutes. So there, see? So I don't know. I don't understand, but I think they're screwing us with that. But yeah, anyways, we'll get this thing fixed up again tomorrow. I'll get on the other Sony camera instead of this one. I'd like to try the a vac test though on this. How do we do that? Hang on, I gotta get it on here first. We'll put a new one on and see what happens. So this one was losing air. I'm pretty sure it was leaking through that. It could have been leaking through, all this apparatus too, but let's try a new one just to see here. Oh, I know this is gonna leak. For some reason, the little rod Dewey there on the new one was smaller. So it's gonna be leaking around that. Yeah, I think it's leaking around there. It didn't seem to fit quite as nice. Like this one, this is the new one. It just slides right on, no problem. Crap. That's the old one. It smells like gas. Now this one's, it actually pushes on, and it's a tight fit. Like, that's spinning there pretty hard. And this one spins around pretty easy, so that's not going to be a good test for that. So anyways, I presume that's what the problem is. Yeah, I'll work on that tomorrow. Just have to remember which one, which now. That goes on like that. I can't remember. I'll have to do it tomorrow, but and that's the little line there. So yeah, but we'll try her tomorrow. Give her a little run after we put it all back together, and then put it on her side. See if it leaks. Hopefully it doesn't. If it does, throw it in the garbage. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But anyways, I'm heading her out. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow. Do an oil change. First oil change on the Mini X, even though the book says 500 hours. First oil change. I thought that was kind of crazy. You always do a 50-hour breakdown on any kind of equipment like that. So, but yeah. So have a good night. We'll catch you later. And ooh, little squirrely, chippy. And we'll catch you tomorrow for some oil changing on the Mini X.